weeks into the season. I actually listened to everybody's picks. We're gonna start off with Mo. Everybody picked the first, the NFC and AFC, the first 7 seeds, and who was winning the division. We're 3 weeks into the season, Mo. I'm gonna say your list. I know everybody sees it.
You put Colts twice, so I'm guessing. I don't know if you.
Oh no! It was Baltimore. You had Baltimore 4.
Okay.
So Mo, you got our. I'm gonna read off your list.
Right.
Tell me, is there anybody that you would move? Anybody that you think is still gonna finish there or finish above? Any surprises?
I won't. Nothing striking me right now except for the Saints at 6. That's scaring me. And I would say the Raiders, of course, are scaring me. I won't change. I won't go into order unless we want to do that.
You said the Raiders?
Yeah, I won't go into order right now unless we want to do that.
You didn't bet that in Vegas, did you?
Yeah, I would take right now. I'm not going in order though. I'm just saying who I would take out and put in. I would right now take Las Vegas out and put Miami in. I'm not going over seeding right now. Let's not go into seeding.
No, we're not going to seeding.
I got you. I would take, but right now, if you tell me in the AFC who I would take out the Raiders and I'll put the Miami in there. I still feel comfortable with my division winners. Okay. Now the one thing I will say is, if depending on the outcome of that Buffalo-Baltimore game, I might be inclined to put Baltimore at 2.
Okay.
On the NFC side,
mm-hmm.
I would take the Saints out right now, and I hate to say this, but if they can find a way to beat us and get a split in their next 2 games with the Rams, I think they got the Rams and the Eagles back-to-back. Dallas does after us. I think they got the Rams and Eagles back-to-back. If they can get a split out of that and beat us, I wouldn't be surprised, because think about this for a second. Look at the pressure. If they come in there and Dak comes back to a Dallas team with a winning record or 2 or 3 games above 500, the pressure that's going to be on him, I think he would come out there guns blazing, because he's going to feel that pressure. And I could see them making the playoffs. I could see them getting in as a wild. I'm not saying win a game, but I can see them getting in one of the last 3 wild card spots.
I like that. Craig, 3 weeks, man.
I'm not changing the team.
You're not changing nothing?
No point. I mean, it's 3 weeks now. You come back to me in week 9, and I'm like,
it's gonna be a quarterly thing. Just do a check. You're not changing the Chargers to 2?
I'm not changing the Chargers to 2. I'm not changing them right now. No, I'm not changing. I'm not going to bail on these teams after 3 weeks. I mean, the only team I would even think about bailing on would probably be the Saints and put the Cowboys in there. But
that's smart.
That's it. Other than that, like I'm not convinced. I mean, I'm not convinced. But I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm kind of iffy about the Chargers just because of all the injuries.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm still sticking with the same 7 teams I got. I probably, if anything, I might. If it's not just those, if it's not just that, and I might just move the Dolphins up. Might even move the Eagles up.
Yeah.
No, I'm not moving the. Well, I would move I would think the Dolphins still going to be a wild card. I would probably move them from the 7, but move them up maybe a spot, because I don't think they're going to be higher than the Chiefs.
Yeah.
All right, man. You know what? This is dumb. This is dumb. Let me go. Let me. This is dumb. Let me move the Chargers out of the 2, put the Chiefs there. This is dumb. Put the Dolphins. Put the Dolphins at the 5. Move the Chiefs. Move the Chargers back to the 7. I'm keeping the Bengals where they at 6.
Okay.
Every other team stays the same. And the NFC. The Rams got to go. The Rams got to get out of that 1 spot. Let me move the Bucks up to 1.
Yeah, I can see that.
Let me get the Packers at 2. Oh no. Let me get the Eagles at 2.
Yeah.
Let me get the Rams 3, Packers 4. I don't know. The 49ers can stay where they at. The Vikings can stay where they at. Let me get the Cowboys swapping out with the
Cowboys are swapping out with the Saints.
This is too early, man. I don't like
It's
bailing
too
on
early. It is early.
It
but
is early. It's early.
It's a great thing to do it though.
yeah, at week 9, then I have a better observation.
Oh man, week 9.
Understanding what's going on.
I might burn my list at week 9, man.
Oh,
Week
man,
9, we're gonna be
yeah.
like, man.
I think the only really team that I'm not really liking is the Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Mm-hmm.
And I didn't. I mean, I thought the
I
Cowboys.
think everybody had the
backwards.
Saints
And
too.
now
But the
James
Cowboys have an
hurt.
easy schedule.
James hurt now. They held him out of practice today in London as they prepare, but now all of a sudden he's gonna practice on Thursday. It's a mess.
Yeah, he got those ribs and back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who they playing? Are they playing the Vikings too? Oh Lord.
Right.
Okay, true.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a,
That one to beat.
a good game.
Hey, I get an early NFL game.
Yeah.
9:30.
Yeah,
I've been looking forward to the London joints.
Yeah.
It
I'm
gets
good
me.
with the Saints.
All right, Corey. You sticking with it?
I think in the NFC, obviously, I would swap in Philly to win the division.
You said that too. Corey put this disclaimer when he said it. He was like, "Listen, I got Dallas, but it could be Philly." I was like, "This."
Yeah.
He was like,
After
"I'm
going
not
through
totally
really looking at stuff,
confident." So I was like, "What?" He got us out on camera.
But honestly, like looking at the NFC 3 weeks into the season, I think Dallas, San Fran, New Orleans, Minnesota, Arizona are all 5 competing for 3 playoff spots, and I have no idea who those 3 will be at this point.
Crazy.
AFC, obviously, I think I ended up being much too high on Denver. Yeah, we'll see how much of that's Russell Wilson, and I know Hackett, first-time coach, looks like to be a real problem for them too. I think so far Kansas City's the clear favorites in the division because the Raiders have Josh McDaniels, the Chargers have injuries, and the Broncos are struggling.
Yeah.
I think Baltimore probably wins the North, but I still think the Chargers have a good shot. I mean, if they were to give Herbert like 2 weeks to try to get healthy moving forward, I think they could still make the playoffs because they still have a really good team. I don't think Bosa's done for the year. He's on IR, but I think there's hope that he'll be back.
Okay.
But if Mac Jones misses time, like New England's not making a run in the AFC, maybe Tennessee, maybe Jacksonville with a bad enough schedule wins enough games to get in as a 7 seed or something. But I still think once you get 5-6 weeks of tape on what a competent coaching staff wants to do with Trevor Lawrence, defenses will be able to scheme against him.
Yeah.
Because last year's tape is useless because Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
I think Miami, there's a good chance that if Tua stays healthy, they make the playoffs this year.
Yeah. I looked at my list and I was like, okay. I had the Bucks 1. I think they're gonna be 1 if defense is really good. Had the Eagles 2. Soft schedule, man. And they got a good team. And if Jalen Hurts, I might be eating crow again. It's okay. I'm wrong. I'll be all right with that. The Saints. So this next team I'm about to pick it sounds really intriguing, and I was calling people crazy that are high on this team, but it's too early to take the Saints out, but they're playing bad, and Jameis looks like he's regressed, but it could be the injuries, right? I mean, back and rib injuries are no joke. I've never had bruised ribs, but I've known people that have had them, and they say they're difficult to breathe. Say, it hurts. It's like punching in your lung. That's what I heard. So, I would All right, I'm gonna say it on camera. I will replace the Saints with the Lions. Right now.
Wow.
That's
Right-
bold. Ooh,
right
so
now.
a bold prediction. Oh, man.
Okay.
Mo, you picked the Raiders, Mo.
That's fair. Fair enough. Touche. I
I'll-
don't think that was that bold at the beginning of the season, though. But now I'm talking about, like you said that now. I don't think that was bold.
Yeah, man. Going with the Lions. I don't pay attention to Craig. I say crazy stuff all the time. He always gives me those looks, man. Don't worry about that. But he been doing that since I've known him. Like, what is this
You gonna
guy's
pick the
crazy?
Lions over the Cowboys with the schedule?
Yes, I'm not a believer in the Cowboys.
Okay.
I'm not, yo. I don't think they're gonna make it.
Okay.
I still think they're not a good team. I think this is Jerry Jones and Michael Irvin's hype on TV. Michael Irvin's on ESPN every Monday. Come on, man. I don't. They beat the Giants,
They beat the Bengals too.
the Bengals, on a Super Bowl hangover.
Maybe.
Oh no. They had like 8 sacks. Anyway, AFC. I think I'm pretty good, even though with the Broncos. I think they're gonna be okay. It looks crazy right now. But I think that this is the time to look crazy, because when they get together and get familiar with each other and this offense is running, that's when I think they're gonna have a late season surge. I think that's why I picked the Broncos at the 5th seed. I think so. I think they still make it. The Chargers. It's injuries, man. Injuries and coaching. Same with the Saints. Ain't that funny?
Late season surge.
Who got surgery?
No, you said they're gonna have a late season surge.
Yeah, the Broncos. Yeah,
At the Ravens versus the Chiefs versus the Cardinals, at the Rams, at the Chiefs versus the Chargers.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
the
you.
defense is like that.
Okay. I see the late season surge right there. I got you.
Yeah, they make the playoffs. I'm telling you, their defense is really good. They just got to get their offense quicker.
Okay.
I think so. I'm telling you. All right, so the Chargers, injuries, coaching. For the AFC, what team would I would probably. I got the Dolphins in there at 7. I think they'll be there. They might be the 5th seed. I got the Dolphins. But if I had to replace one, I would. I'm not going to go to any AFC East team. No AFC West team. I probably, to be honest, I would probably put the Bengals. Even though they started 0-2, I think they could put things together. They have the best shot to me, even though I think they're not going to make it because of Super Bowl hangover. I don't think they're that bad though. So if the Chargers are dealing with injuries and there's an opening, or Cleveland, shout out to Jacoby Brissett. He's playing good, right? I mean, but he's not playing all-star caliber, but they listen. They should have beat the Jets. They should be 3-0. So I gotta give.
And listen, I
gotta give Brissett credit where it's due.